Okay, I'm gonna try to make a quick little video to show off my plants. Here we've got a fig tree. Not very big yet. And then over here we have another one. They both look like they're taking off great. And then we'll go over here to this other garden. Come on, Luna. These are some wildflowers I planted a few years back. Can't remember what they are called, but they're just gorgeous. And I love to see them pop up this time every year. I think I planted these too, these wildflowers. These are everywhere. They're really little though. Okay. Let's go over here to this garden. Let's start on this end. The wall's really coming along. Feels like it's probably like 100 feet now. I could be exaggerating. Okay. These are all potatoes. Chris could tell you what variety, I'm not sure. But I know we have white potatoes and red potatoes and new potatoes and sweet potatoes, all kinds of stuff. There's more potatoes over there. Right here we have our garlic. And behind that we have the onions. And then behind the onions back here, right here on this row, we've got some peppers. I think that's peppers on that row. The next row's got a tomato cage on it and some beans, and then behind that there's a whole row of sweet peas that goes all the way over to like there, where these are potatoes. Come on, Luna, get out of my flower bed. Oh. In my garlic I have planted a couple of marigolds. They're little. I grew them from seed. And a tomato plant's coming along. Grew that from seed too. Actually, most of this was grown from seed. The onions were sets, I think, but like the garlic I grew from bulbs. Get out of my garden, Luna. Get out of there. The potatoes were grown from seed potatoes. Turnips were grown from seed. Here, this whole row is turnips. Okay, and then the second section here, it goes all the way over to there. On the front, we've got, what are these? I think these are, oh, I'm completely forgetting. It's not zucchini. Zucchini's over there. This is squash. That's what this is on the front here. And squash here, all on here. Then along the back of this row, these are all cabbages. And then in this next bed here, it's mostly cabbages on the front and back. There's peppers down the middle. And then on each end, I've got some zinnia that I grew from seed. And then in the very back, Luna's pulling on me. Ah, quit pulling me, dog. In the very back, there's 2 rows of corn here and here. And it's coming up great. I'm trying to zoom in on that. It's coming in great. And then behind the corn, I've got a whole row of sunflowers that just sprouted. I'll walk back there if I can get the dog not to trample my beds. Okay, and in this one, move Luna, there's 4 cherry tomatoes on the front and then some beans on the back, and they're gonna trellis on this thing here, this cattle panel. And then behind that, that is all zucchini, and they're gonna trellis on these little, these are pieces of our old pool that Chris is gonna string wire between. And then behind that is the watermelon. Come on, Luna, this way. Let's get back there. She can walk through here without too much damage. Okay. Along this front row, we have sugar baby watermelons. And then along the back row is the large ones, the ones that are like 25, 30 pounds. They're so little. They're gonna vine out, and we're gonna train them all to go back this way. And my scarecrow fell down in the storm last night, so I have to fix that. See? He's not so scary on the ground, is he? Yeah, you're not scared of him. Come on. Now I can show you my sunflowers. They're just coming up. Here's the corn. And it's all the way down. And then right behind it, got all these little sunflower babies. They've just started to come out. They're so little. Okay. And this wall is something else. It looks amazing when you're up close to it. We're gonna make that go all the way around the back side, and then eventually we'll come back around the front too. Over here, here's the potatoes again, and the sweet peas. I think we're going to bring this wall out like one more length to meet up with this corner here, and then that's where we'll put the gate to come into the garden, is like right here. Okay, I'm going to pause now, and I'm going to walk that way over to the back garden. Oh, before I go over there, I forgot to show you, I have two of these. These are going to be lilac bushes. Of course, the sun is all in my shot, but that's okay. These are going to be lilac bushes, and they're going to be pink and huge and beautiful. I have two of them, but the other one is like way back over there past the scarecrow, and I'm not walking back over there. We're going to go down to the other garden. Oh, forgot one more thing. This is called the Three Sisters method of planting corn. So what we've got is these mounds, and on each one of the mounds we've got 4 corn plants, 4 bean plants. Actually, there's more than 4. There's only 5 on this one, but the other ones, they have a little bit more. Anyway, so you plant the corn, let it grow for about 2 weeks. Then you plant the beans around it on the outside, and the beans will use the corn as like a trellis. And then along the outside of that, you plant squash, and the squash will vine around and grow up and create shade for everybody else. Oh, and the beans are like what they call like a nitrogen fixer. They'll bring nitrogen into the soil. We have new beans. I think this is a squash, maybe. This over here, some kind of new little squash or a bean. I think that's probably a squash. But that's awesome. This dog is gonna yank me off my feet. Let's go over here and see this one too. Oh, we have more beans on this one. Oh yeah. That guy that's awesome. And they have something popped out here. It's gotta be a squash. The beans are up close to the corn. The squash is further out. This is amazing. Okay, now I'm really going to the back garden this time. Okay, so this is on the the back side of the house. We're gonna come down here. This one isn't nearly as big as I thought it was. I mean, I guess it's pretty big. It's like 15 by 30 maybe a little bigger. But mostly this is spinach and rutabaga, which it's not doing as well over here on this side because it kind of doesn't get as much light as everything else. But we've been cutting down trees all around in here and kind of opening up this whole area. As you can see, that's a gigantic pile. There's nothing in this bed yet. There's potatoes here that have only just started coming up. They're very little still. This is our apple tree. Chris wants to turn it into one of those trees where you have grafted other fruits on it, so it'll be like a, what did he call it, a mixed fruit tree. Oh, there are blueberry bushes over here, and a huge meadow of these purple bluebell looking flowers. They're so gorgeous. Anyway, these are the blueberries. Oh, they're starting to form finally, if I can get it to focus. Oh my goodness, they're so pretty. They've only just started. Come on, focus. That's awesome. We're gonna cut the tops off of these and plant them. From everything I'm reading, they transplant really well. Oh, and you see my guard snakes. These supposedly help keep the birds out, but I think we're still gonna have to net the whole thing. Excuse me. Okay. Then over here, we read about when you're clearing land, it's a really good time. You can plant the Three Sisters method like over in this, you see where it's brown, after you've done some clearing, and since it's getting a lot more light now, it should grow really well. We put the pumpkins out here too, so I've got pumpkins there and there, and then one more there, and then let's see, everywhere there's a stake there's something. Chris planted some corn and beans, and then I planted out the rest of, or most of the rest of my cantaloupe. So all that'll be over here. Anyway, there's the chickens. We're gonna move them out of the way because Chris wants to take down all these trees. And we're gonna keep working back that way. You can almost see the old pool that's out there. Almost. Anyway, it's coming along pretty good. We've been trying to do lots of clearing and changing it around, so I gotta get out over here, and today I'm gonna mulch around all the big trees that are out here in the front, and I have climbing sweet pea flowers that they'll climb the trees and they'll look really good. Oh, there's one more thing I wanted to show you. Come on, Lena. Chris, he put when he took the ramp and kind of moved it around, he had an extra piece. Not from doing anything wrong, like he changed it around. We didn't need that piece, so we brought it down here. We can get down here. So now we have a bridge across the spring, the creek. No, you're not getting in the water today, Missy. No. Oh, and look at these guys. I didn't plant these. I don't think Louise planted these either. Well, she might have planted them, but I think it's more like she threw them out here and left them to do their own thing, which I think is gorgeous. They're everywhere. And then we got monkey grass growing everywhere. But the bridge is the coolest. Get out of the water. I don't want you in the water. No getting wet. She's gonna get muddy if I don't get her out of this. So anyway, I think I'm gonna go. That's everything we've been up to so far, and I don't know, it's coming along great. I'm gonna clear all this out today, maybe. We'll see. Bye.